is Dog Rescue TV. Come, sit, subscribe, and stay a while.
Hi there.
Hey, I can't take him because of the whole fight predicament that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate people. This is the office out on the road. We have no fosters to take him, and we have no quarantine room. I put it out there for other rescue groups, and I'm hoping somebody will jump in. I'll be home in like 10 minutes. And I'm going to tag people on it. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what
Would
to
you could do me a favor, actually. Would you put together a bowl of food and some treats and maybe some medication and come and meet me here at the dog? At least let's get him some nourishment.
Yeah, I don't have any meds, but I have food. And Sandy has the shelter to get meds. I mean, I can't get out any meds until we know what's going on with that dog.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's just like skin stuff. It was just like to soothe the skin because it's so mangy and so tight that any movement you can just see is painful. You know, some kind of salve or something for the skin.
So I think it's going to be best. I mean, we can't leave him on the street. I think it's going to be best to bring him to a shelter. Do you not agree?
I have no issue. I have zero issue with that. The only thing that I cannot do is I cannot physically address this dog. I'm sitting here hanging with him. We've literally been getting to know each other, and he's standing here. He just can't move. You know, he's just so much in pain. So whatever happens next is going to be better than his current situation by far.
I agree. Okay, then I'm going to post, I need to go home and change. I dealt with a parvo dog today, so I've got to go home and just put on some clothes. Text me where you are exactly, and then that'll give me a minute. I won't be long. That'll give me a minute to tag people on this post and let them know that I'm going down to pick this dog up, and if somebody can take them, that I can drop them off. If not, I hate to tell them I'm having to come to a shelter, but there's nothing else that I can do at this point.
Right.
Because I've got a bigger issue with that bite case. It seems like Karen, there just isn't anyone. And in all honesty, this year we have more money going out with medical costs than what's coming into the shelter. We're already over $80,000 in medical expenses this year.
Oh, and this guy, without a doubt, is just dollars. It's going to take quite a while to get him back into. I mean, there's so many different things that are not good with him.
I know. Well, I will take him. I will meet you. Text me the address of where you are. I'm like 5 minutes from my house, and I'll get changed just so I don't have this draping all over me. Sharp with me and get changed, and I'll be over there to meet you.
Super. I'm behind some kind of beauty place. You'll see my car, but I'll pull it up and send it to you.
Okay, perfect. And then I'll bring you some food just so you have it in your car.
Yeah, it's just a couple of the smelly things. That's all. I don't need to carry too much though.
Okay, I don't even have any smelly things with me. All I have is dry food at home.
You know what? You know what would be fine is just a sandwich baggie of dry food. That'd be perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, text me the address and I'll get over there. I'll let you know when I'm on my way, but it won't be long.
Thank you. got some food. Thank you. Say hello to my little friend.
Hi, little pet.
I've been calling him Buddy Guy. I don't know why.
Oh, he's a mess.
This guy wants some attention so bad. And he's so exhausted, he's almost keeled over a dozen times.
It's okay. It's okay.
So where are we going to go, Karen?
Harris County. I'm going to check Facebook again, but I don't think anybody's jumped in yet. So it's better than him being on the street. It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. God, he's so hot. Okay.
However long we were here, it took him to move about 20 feet. And it was a real struggle when I saw him coming across the street in the first place.
He was crossing Lockwood?
Yeah. Lockwood. Yep.
It's
Oh,
okay.
and he just, he was trying to time it just right because you could tell he knew his, he didn't have really the strength or capability, and he kind of like went and hesitated a couple times. And there are just people that'll just like plow into him.
I know. Well, hopefully somebody will pull him. Let me check my phone. I don't
Okay.
think I've got anybody.
Hi, buddy. Super exhausted.
Yep.
Oh, that's the first time he's sitting down. This is the first time he was not sitting.
Hi. Aww. What else am I supposed to do? Nobody else has stepped up.
Karen, this is the kind of predicament. I went through a couple of really good tracks today, got a lot of information about dogs, didn't have anyone in peril, and just started my third track, and then boom, here's this guy. What can you do? What do you do? I can't just go, okay, I've got that guy's number, and move on. So, what do we do? That's the big question here.
I know.
First thing is getting a little nourishment.
And hopefully somebody will see him and will pull him. There's still that chance, but we have, like I said, we cannot take on any more medical cases.
So you think this guy's going to be a medical case? You can't just be adopted out?
Shocking, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this. All those little scabs. They're, oh my God.
He was having such a hard time moving. He was so uncomfortable.
He's going to be beautiful if somebody takes him in and gives him a shot.
Oh, I think this dog will be so grateful.
But he just needs a lot of help.
Hey, buddy. I told you someone was coming. Told you.
It's okay. Hi. It's okay.
So he does not fit all the other things, though, right? He's in peril. He's in jeopardy. He's not a threat or anything. This guy is basically ignored by the rest of the population right now.
That's Dr. Prita right there.
Say good morning.
She takes great care of all our babies.
This is the Demodex.
Yeah, he's a Demodex boy. I think he's got a hurt paw and his toenails are atrocious.
Hey, we have to call Paul Wheels. What is he? He was here.
He's rolling around
Hey,
somewhere.
Paul Wheels.
Hi, Wheels. Come meet Buddy.
What do you do? What is
Hey, Buddy. Hi.
Oh, he's the cutest.
Say hi to Buddy. Say hi, Buddy. I'm Hot
Hello,
Wheels.
Miss Bossy to me.
I'm a Hot Rod.
The Siberian Husky yesterday.
Oh, I don't know.
They put it in the page. Oh, here. And I was like,
Hey, you got
that
a
was my
new
picture.
friend.
And I didn't notice whenever they took a picture.
You got a friend.
fun.
You did? You got a friend?
No,
You got a friend?
It has to be Patty then.
I got to see him.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so
Yes.
happy. Oh.
So this is the beginning of Team Buddy Guy right here, right?
Yeah, Jenny should be here soon.
She should be, right?
Okay, will she just come in?
She should be able to.
Okay.
Rescue, they can typically just go in the back.
Okay, cool.
They go right.
I'm Tom.
I'm Jenny. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Oh, Jenny!
So this is Team Buddy Guy.
All
I'm
right.
Karen.
Hi,
You're
Jenny.
Jenny?
I'm Jenny.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you.
so
Yeah,
much.
I'm
This is
Shelby.
Shelby.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Karen. Nice to meet you.
You know.
Oh my gosh, we just saw him.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Where are you coming in from?
I live, I'm in Galveston actually, and our rescue's based out of Clear Lake.
Okay.
So I'm a sucker for the skin babies, and I got one adopted yesterday that was all healed. So this boy needs me.
So that's how it works, isn't it? It's like so much of it is just one person or one group just can't do everything. There's so many parts of a journey like this.
Absolutely, and as you saw, because you were the first leg in this journey, you know, I'm gonna cry, y'all. But it takes a team, you know. We have networkers, we have rescues, we have advocates. It takes a team, you know. If this dog would have just been brought into the shelter and there had been no networking, no resources, and my friends and networkers and Allie and people reaching out to me, we would have never found him. We would have not been able to. I live in Galveston. How would I have ever known about Buddy Guy if, you know, he hadn't made social media? And that just makes a difference. But it takes fosters, it takes donors, it takes networkers, it takes a team. And it's not one rescue doing anything by themselves. We highly depend on each other.
Yeah. It seemed like there was a few groups that were trying to help move things along here. Abandoned Animal Rescue,
Yes.
Urgent
Urgent Shelter Pets and then Houston and Harris County Animal
Shelter
Volunteers.
Pets, and also Harris County
Animal Volunteers.
Animal
Yeah.
Volunteers.
Yes, and my friend Allie here, she's with the Day of the Dogs, and we chat. She sends me skin babies because she knows that if I can help, I can. So yes, it was multiple people. And then actually I'm the dog intake coordinator and the medical coordinator for Second Chance Pets. So I'm very busy. I'm not just scrolling looking for dogs to save, but my friends started tagging me in his post because they knew, you know, he was my kind of dog. So
And we know quite a few different folks that are in many different parts of this chain, and yet it takes someone who's really pretty specialized, especially in this situation with Buddy Guy's condition. And because of your familiarity, it's not a difficult thing because you understand the steps involved.
Right. And people are afraid to touch them or to get too close to them, but he is not contagious. My very first dog was a Harris County Animal Shelter through the shelter, and she had sarcoptic mange, which is contagious. But once I got through that, and the staff here was wonderful, and once you get through your first skin baby, you realize that it's not as bad as people think. So.
Right.
Most of it I think is TLC is what makes them better.
What will be the steps involved here?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is, of course, get him home and get him a medicated bath and let him have a good night's sleep. He will go to my vet tomorrow, where he'll spend the day, and she will evaluate him, and we'll go ahead and get him treated. The shelter is really great about getting the treatment started. I'm sure he's had a medication for his Demodex already, his vaccine. So we'll have his paw looked at and probably get him some antibiotics, and he'll come back to my house where he'll have his own little room for a week or so while he decompresses, and we get to know about his personality and give him time to feel better, and then we'll kind of start to interact him with my dogs and my family as he feels better.
That's great. So there's a whole process, a protocol, and an understanding of what should be a pretty successful transition for this dog.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no reason not to, right?
No, he's going to have an absolutely wonderful transformation. I've had many Demodex dogs, and you won't recognize him in 2-3 weeks. You just won't.
We'll try not to give out too much of your magic, so to speak, because you're obviously a specialist at what you do.
You know, if people were willing to help, I will be glad to share my magic potion with them.
Because these dogs just seem to be so they're nice and everything.
They do, and they appreciate it. They know they've been rescued, and they give the best hugs and kisses. They do.
He was already kissing back there.
And dogs are not going to get noticed out on the street. They're not going to get the attention. They're not going to be, and everybody says the shelter is a horrible place. I can tell you right now, this shelter does everything they can to medically treat these dogs. I saved one that had a ruptured eye, and by the time I picked him up and they let him go, they had done the surgery, and he made a full recovery. You know, the shelter is not a bad place. They're here just like us to save the dogs.
So this this shelter, Harris County, is a proper waypoint for these dogs onto a new home.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And there's other rescues like Southpaws who I'm wearing their shirt today. They are not actually able to pull dogs from Houston or at all unless they go into the shelter. It's in their charter. They're up in Rhode Island. So, for instance, if I find a dog on the street that they'd love to take, they can't take that dog unless it's gone through the shelter. It's in their charter. So they, like, legally, they can't take that dog unless it's been to the shelter.
Oh.
You ready to go? Oh, I want to get this number off of him. This is your new foster mama.
Hey, buddy. That's funny. I call all my fosters buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna take care of you, baby. Oh, I love you.
Okay.
I love you. There's your friend Allie.
We've been buddies since yesterday.
I love you. It's okay now.
She just can't walk out of here. They're
going to get his vaccines if he hasn't already had them, and they're going to microchip him, and they'll get me all his records before we leave, and then he can leave with me.
I think Shelby's got his paperwork and stuff.
I've walked this way many times, but never with a camera. I know the drill. He might squeal, Tom.
Oh, the paperwork's not.
I always feel bad when I have to do these babies because I know already. I never learned how to do microchips so that I don't have to.
Well, I worked for a vaccination clinic.
I know, guy. It's only gonna hurt for a second. It's only gonna hurt for a second.
It may not even hurt with what he's been through.
I know. He's on some medicine that probably helped with that.
Alright, you guys are. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're getting out.
Thank you. What's your name?
Cherie.
Hi, Cherie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice job.
Thank you, Sheree.
I need that one too. And oh, these are kittens. I can't have them.
I'm following you.
Which way are we going? Easiest way out is this way.
Oh, out this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoever leaves the microscope on, I'm gonna. the tag off.
Now, I understand that whole thing with tags. It's nice that they're big, but how Auschwitz like, man.
So they used to have little tags. The county doesn't give them enough money to replace the little tags when they
Say
get
bye-bye.
destroyed, which is terrible. But I'd love to replace them and give them little tags if they're little.
I think he's as shocked as I am. He's like, who are all these people and where do they come from?
Oh, yeah. Debbie, what group are you with?
I'm with Urgent Shelter Pets Houston.
Hey
That's-
Debbie, I'm Jenny.
Hi,
Well,
Jenny.
clearly.
So nice to meet you in
You
person,
too.
and thanks for all the many saves you've done
Oh,
for
I love it. You know I
Harris
do.
County Pets.
Takes a village, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
And I know you guys were very active in posting Buddy Eye as well. That was really great.
And Buddy's not the only one. They save so many lives. We just pulled Liam a couple of weeks ago, and Duke, and
we appreciate all that. It takes a lot of people to pull off saving dogs, and especially when you have so many dogs coming into Harris County so quickly.
You know, this is your life. The rest of it, I hate to tell you right now.
it is. And once they suck you in, they don't let go.
Yeah. It's intoxicating. It's very much addicting. It's like a drug, but it's not a bad thing to be
No,
addicted
and
to.
when they get adopted and come back to see you, weeks or months later with their new families,
Yep.
it's fascinating.
I agree. It's pretty amazing. I really appreciate this because it's hard a lot of times to get a dog's full journey. And so I'm really grateful that we're able to continue to follow what's going on.
Well, I'm excited to make awareness. Any awareness that we can make is going to be great. But thanks for coming down from Austin today, by the way.
Hey, this is what I live for.
You made it quicker than me, and I don't live near as far.
He was on the road
I was like, he's
before
gonna
we
be here
even
with
got this.
I drank the juice 11 years ago.
I took a shower, and I come out of the shower, and my phone was blown up with phone calls and text messages, and I was like, what just happened?
Those are me. I'm sorry.
For me, she calls, she's like, I was just trying to take a shower. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know if you thought.
No, I left my
what was
phone in the,
going on.
I thought you were on the way. I was like, she's probably driving. Just kidding.
No, I don't move very fast on Sundays.
Buddy,
Me either.
buddy
And I
guy.
prefer Sundays because
We
there's
need
no
to
intake.
get that eye cleaned up.
The day you don't have to
You got
see
some
and,
goobies
like,
in your eye. Somebody have a napkin? Can get the right eye goob or some kind of paper. Buddy's got
I
some
got a
goob.
hand.
I know, right? We don't even care anymore.
No.
Hey, how's it going?
Buddy, I told you.
We're having a powwow right here. This is my
You
kind
promised
of
him,
Sunday.
right?
I did. I told him I was just going to hang out with him until we got this right.
Thank you.
Okay, but that's not much better. But that helped. Okay.
My best rescue.
It's a little better for now.
Oh, look at
He
his little
did
sticker.
not want to move. He was in so much pain.
Oh, gosh, that video killed
might
me.
almost
You could just tell.
I know.
He was just kind of like wobbling because he was so exhausted he was going to fall over. And I just thought, that's just too much. I don't want to do that. So.
He will likely go home and sleep
For a day or
multiple
two.
days.
Yeah.
The last one I pulled slept for 3 weeks, except for getting up to eat and drink and potty,
The last bad Mange case that I had slept for a week, and it was literally getting up to eat and drink, go potty, and the total, he may have been
exhausted.
outside, may have been 15-20 minutes for all of that. And then finally, after 1 week, he just laid on my patio and he stretched out and he looked up towards the sun, and I was like, this is it.
This little guy, I had him, he was Duke. He was a little 4-pound Chihuahua that was very, very malnourished, but I had him for 3 weeks. And then I left town, so I left him with my mom while I was gone. Well, that's when he decided to become all better and feel better. And so now she says, well, some people are miracle workers and some aren't. Maybe one day you'll learn.
I love it.
I'm really glad that everybody could, don't worry about me. Don't try to dodge me. I do my thing.
Yeah, no, Tom's gonna get you no matter what.
That's
if he
right.
doesn't see you, I'll point you out.
That's right. But I'm really happy that everybody was able to be here. I did recognize that there were a couple different groups that were kind of active, so it's nice to see.
Well, I'm so excited to meet all these ladies because we are constantly Facebook
On
messaging.
Facebook all the time.
And
Yeah.
we probably cross each other's paths all the time and don't even know it,
And then I made new friends.
You go where the need is. Yeah. And then you learn with your fosters, if you keep them happy and you keep them full, you don't lose them.
I do predict pretty amazing things for this little guy. Mm-hmm. Just a pleasant dog. I think he'll clean up really nice.
And he's a great size.
Yeah.
He's a great size.
But you're sure a stinker right now, pal. you're a stinker. And
So
I
those
mean
of
that-
us in rescue, we like that smell,
I think you get nose
Smells
blind.
a mile away too.
You get nose blind at some point.
Yes, you do. You do.
Isn't that right, buddy? Buddy guy. I have no idea why that come out, but it did.
I love it, buddy guy.
So he's
like I
buddy
said,
guy.
I call all my fosters buddy anyway. So.
You remember that, don't you? Well, look at you. All right.
I am buddy guy and I am handsome. Do you see our little runt baby's doing good? She's hanging in there, so they're so pretty.
I'm glad the run is okay.
And we named one of our newest intake puppies Allie. The Siberian Husky and her puppies. Yeah, well we named Elsa was her name. We named one of her puppies Allie. And I think she named the other one Stevie after Stevie Nicks. And then now Elsa is Mama Frankie. And then I told you what the runt's name was, some baby hippo in French or whatever. But I don't know what the other one's name is. I don't know.
I know it's not time for him to
Never put in front of the face of an active dog.
his backside.
I tried to take Leo and give him a band that wouldn't do it. They said, we need to wait a little bit longer for the scan. And I'm like, oh, no.
When I was up there, get home. Like, excuse me. The shelter's not supposed to have like media people here. Like they have to have the health department's sign off on it. I texted Dr. White. I was like, Dr. White, excuse me.
Tell Dr. White it's his IT person. He'll be fine.
Well, I was just, Debbie mentioned, she was like, well, he didn't look like the typical girl that comes up here and spends their weekends, they might stop him.
I'm a volunteer, yes, I don't have my green card,
Realizing
but I'm
we
still
look
a
like
volunteer.
crazy dog ladies and they'll let us in.
Well, don't let us get it. As a Harris County employee, too, I try to watch. I try to keep it separate when I'm here. But, I had to come fix a printer the other day. I couldn't keep it separate then. When you walk in and everybody knows you. And then I didn't fix the printer, so boy, did I look up.
It's not the shelter's problem though. It's they're under the health department, and the health department. So it was Dr. Shaw and Martha Vasquez.
So did they say okay?
Well, Dr. White just responds K. Like that was all that I got.
That's okay. That's all we need.
They let us. Nobody had an issue. I'm guessing.
He's come up and you're like, what is going on? He's like, okay, this looks a little suspicious. I got my hat on, I got my camera, I'm hiding in the car, but we're only filming this dog. And they're like, no media, no media, no media, do anything. So he's like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. He's like, I know it looks a little suspicious. We're just trying to stay dry from the rain.
So we do the activations at OEM, like hurricanes and fires. And one of my guys, I'm the team lead for the help desk, but one of my guys, it was his first time out there. And he got there a little early, so he decides to hang out in Transtar in the very back of the parking lot. In his car with his hat on and his sunglasses and just hang. And of course, he looks up and he's surrounded by police. And I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? And so we always tease him about that. I was like, well, I said, they're not even playing with you, buddy.
I know you have a long drive. Are you ready to start making your way back?
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, I know Buddy's ready. Yeah.
And I'll walk you through when we get to the car and you
Everybody
get him
that was
situated.
coming is here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, how long do I need to wait now?
No, I mean, I'm good. My day is about hanging out with Buddy, so,
He doesn't seem to have a grudge that I can see. For you dropping him off.
I'm glad. I'm glad. It's like there was a bigger plan. He just couldn't see that. He just couldn't see that plan.
All right, come on, Buddy. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Think about how hot that is. Oh, yeah, see you soon, Allie.
Thank you, Allie. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Good old Texas.
Time for a puppuccino? I think so. Oh. He's like, where am I going now?
Thank you very much, Jenny.
Ah, thank you. Let me get him in here.
Get things all cooled down.
Yes, I'm going to turn the air on.
Do you need me or am I good?
I'll check down with you in a second if you're okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to mowing my yard.
Hi. Where do you think you're going? No. Where do you think you're going?
I am Shelby Rockmore with Houston and Harris County Animal Volunteers.
Excellent. Thank you for
And this is one of many rescues that we work with, South Paws Rescue. We work with a bunch of amazing rescues, and this is just who I happen to have a clean shirt from. So.
perfect. And you are?
Hi, I'm Debbie Wilson. I'm with Urgent Shelter Pets, Houston. And we have a Facebook page and a team of volunteers that helps us post dogs, video dogs, all from the Harris County Animal Shelter to give them a chance of finding forever homes.
Make sure you subscribe and like the video. It helps us reach more dog lovers.